Shout out to user DPT8544 in the comments on episode 1 who said, you actually misread your expectation from the FA. You are expected to qualify for the World Cup. I recorded episode 1 at about 11 p.m. at night Eastern time. It says the minimum expectation is that the team qualify from the third round of the World Cup. So you are correct, sir. Later in this episode, I'm going to say something about how I think that's a bug. So just ignore that comment. All right, let's get to it. Hello, my friends. Welcome right back in. I'm not to Guatemala yet. I will get you there in this episode, but I'm trying to show off features inside of FM22 beta with international management to see if there's anything different. This one, we're going right in. We've got a bunch of players that want to discuss their international future with us, and we know nothing about them, which is just fantastic. So let's discuss this future. I mean, Reginaldo Akanza, striker with pretty poor finishing, not really a crosser on the wing, but he's got good first touch and dribbling. You never know, he's 16, he could develop into something. Let's see if we can convince him to stay. Equatorial Guinea, over this time, is potentially a future at the African nations. I'm ever open to persuasion. Should you have anything to say in order to convince me otherwise, you'll be playing for somebody else. Best of luck with your career. That doesn't look different. I don't think you've got a career with us. Where's the neutral? You need to focus on playing for the country where you can be successful in future at multiple tournaments. That sounds good, doesn't it? Doesn't it? You're right. There'll be plenty of opportunities playing the biggest stage. Was there anything else? That's if like you want to start making some promises, which he's 16. It's up to him now. Cool. So it doesn't look vastly different. Now I haven't tried to go talk to somebody who's currently like the opposite, where it's like they have English nationality, but I'm trying to convince them to come. But there's a small tidbit for international. Welcome in, my friends. It's episode 2 of World Cup or Bust, and I realized as I got ready to record this that I didn't really explain that title of the series. I don't mean we're going to win the World Cup. It's just the U.S. men's national team has got to qualify for the World Cup. That is the goal. Obviously, if we can make a run in the 2022 World Cup, I'll be pleased, but the goal is just to qualify and get in. As you can see, they have done this correctly inside of FM, where there are 2 international windows with 3 games each, which makes it much more challenging for managers because they're having to bring in squads and rotate heavily and stuff like that. Although I'm not sure, I'm really not sure they got this right. At least in CONCACAF, it required me to call up at least 46 players. It was like minimum of 46, maximum of 50. And when I went and looked at the players that were called up in the actual international windows, these the past 2 that we've had, that's not a case. That's not been happening. So we have a massive squad. Now that doesn't really mean much of anything, except we could more heavily rotate if we want to. So today I'm going to show you maybe a triple header. Maybe we won't show all the highlights. We'll kind of have to see how it goes, and I may cut some of the sections out. But let's just do this international window with, I just want to show you, Guatemala are currently 104th, Panama are 64th, and Honduras is 66. So I've not fully rotated. I want us to get off to a good start, but now I'm questioning myself because of those other 2 teams being in the 60s. So we might have to make some further changes here with the squad. Let me go do that. We'll get started. I forgot I had this saved so we could show this. Like, again, it's letting me confirm 50 players in the squad, and I just can't think that's right. Also, this is what the team meeting looks like. It's pretty similar. I said we all know we should qualify, so let's make sure we work hard, focus, get the job done properly, and we can write our names in the history books here. Let's keep posting it, make it happen. I couldn't tell you if that's drastically different. I do think this is kind of cool that the image is a little different, so I just want to show you some of these things, and then let's go take a look at the captain response. And this is how I set the captains up. So it was recommending Miazga over Bradley and John Brooks as the vice captain, although, so you could argue those are decent choices. You could do Miazga and Zimmerman, but Tyler Adams is the captain of the future. He has a captain's mentality in reality, and I want to give him that. And I hit confirm, but what I thought was interesting, okay, is the reaction. Sends a strong signal that things will be different under the new U.S. management. So far, the public's reaction has been positive, with many believing Adams to be a good choice. So I thought that, I couldn't tell you if that happened in other international saves, but that's a nice little, like, a bit of flavor for the save. And I'm doing this to show off the different things that you have in international management. This is the scouting screen, which I think is a bit odd. It shows that obviously up here, we haven't scouted the player fully, but there's no like how close. And when you click view report, it doesn't really give you the whole normal view, but that's kind of what you get. And again, it was automatic. It was weird. It was only showing me 8 and 9 on the comparison. Then now that I've scrolled, it shows up. So it's a little buggy, but they're trying to make improvements. There's the knowledge level in the tiniest font. Oh my goodness. It's almost like SI doesn't know that people that are older than 30 play the game. All right, so this is how we're going to roll out. This is classic. Like, can you imagine the fan uproar with this? So, Jossie Zardes, Conrad De La Fuente, Gio Reyna, Paul Arriola, Yunus Musa, McKinney, Brooks and Miazga as the center backs, Robinson and Richards, and Stefan in between the six. Matt Turner has a concussion and is just coming back. I just want to show out a new thing in FM. So you click the analysis button. It's going to show you where you've got strengths and weaknesses on the pitch. For example, it says Yunus Musa will frequently drop back in and help the defense while playing as a box-to-box midfielder, but there's currently nobody directly responsible for this area of the pitch. So how would you fix that? Like if you had somebody that was on defend, all of a sudden that is taken care of there. We're not going to worry about that because we're playing 104th, so we want Yunus Musa doing Yunus Musa stuff. I'm actually going to tell him personalized. Now, okay, what does Yunus Musa look like in FM? Let's look at him that way. Okay. I think he's a little undervalued currently, but that's fair. He's at Valencia. I want to give him the get creative, but I guess we'll leave it and see how it pans out, my friends. The other thing you'll notice is I have definitely installed a name pack and face logo pack. Haven't done the face packs just yet because I'm trying to get content out, and with YouTube processing times of HD content, it's like it's more important to get the content recorded and started the upload so that by the time you want to release it the next day, it's good to go. I am working on that, but let's get into the action here. And the bench. I mean, just look at this can't be right. Like that, I need to report that as a bug, right? Leave a comment if you think that's a bug. I could not find anything online about the actual size of the squads that you could call in, but I don't think it's 50. That just doesn't make any sense to me. First team talk of FM22. This is a match we should be winning. Go out and do it. John Brooks is complacent. He's upset because I didn't make him the captain. I went with Tyler Adams. Tyler Adams gets the captaincy, and then, of course, he doesn't play because we should be able to beat this team. And yes, I have just done, like, I'm going with the standardized tactics because the big thing in FM22, if you haven't been watching in all kinds of content creators, is that gegenpressing is supposed to be broken. So, or it was like broken last year, as in like you could just plug and play and gegenpress all day long. But they fixed that with the new pressing system in FM22. I'm going to give that a little bit of a test. I think against 104th in the world, we should be able to gegenpress, and I think that makes sense from a tactical standpoint. But against the better teams, especially away from home at Panama, we're going to play that fluid counterattacking in the 4-3-3 with the DM. We'll bring in our regular players, but I just want to point that out. It's like that's why we've gone with that. Let's give it a good run here. Nice little backdrop here. Okay, camera angles. I might have to adjust the speed of the highlights like you typically do with the new FM. And right here at kickoff, my friends, if you want to enjoy FM22 beta yourself and you want to get 19% off the game, there's a link in the description below. It is an affiliate link. It was with 2Game, which is a known retailer of Steam keys. Not keys, like they are retail. They partner with Steam. So it's totally cool. It's not like some shady aftermarket thing. So everybody up until November 9th can get 10% off the game no matter. Like you go on Steam right now and get 10% off, but you can get an additional 10% off that already discounted price. So 10% off 10%, which equals 19% off. Using code GRAYHAIR, all caps, with an A. The link to that is in the description below. It supports the channel. Thanks for doing it. Let's get back to this. All right, first. Oh, that's much too slow. Oh, no. This is what I think I usually use is 2 clicks to the right on match speed duration. Director and key highlights. We'll have to see how it goes. All right, that looks better. Okay. Oh, that looks a little fast, actually. Conrad De La Fuente is on fire. Holy. All right, we slowed it down a notch. I was like, Conrad De La Fuente is the fastest player on planet Earth. Goodness me. I'm really interested in the match engine. Oh, that looks like a step slow, doesn't it? Well, let's give it some time. We'll see how it plays out. Okay, we're pressing. Punts it. It's got a little bit of rain here. Paul Arriola, who's definitely more of a winger than an inside forward, but he's played well, really, for the U.S. in terms of creating space on the wing. Zardes off the bar, early chance. Get in. All the information on the screen. I'm going to let you look at that. 6 shots, 1 on target. That sounds about right for the U.S. men's national team. Lots of, or really, more recently, not really creating a ton of shots. So at least we're creating shots, but none of them are on target. So does it really matter, I guess? Whoop. Okay, steps in front. Musa. Okay. That was, again, we're looking for new animations that stand out because the animation engine is supposed to have been changed here. So let's take a look. Brooks. Unhappy about the captaincy decision. McKinney. Areola. Ping it. Oh, I thought he was going to get on the... There you go. Richards is on the wing, just waiting all day long for the ball. Can he find a cross? A little cutback pass. Didn't ping it into the side netting. Is he going to do it again? Oh, another animation engine. Animation engine. All the way back to Miazga. Okay. Picks up Musa. Oh, Yunus Musa. Woo, 30 yards out. A surgical hit, according to the real commentators. That's his first goal with a rocket. Again, you see the outside of the foot, inside of the foot, outside of the foot there, pass. Takes a touch, turn, shot, bang. We are liking that animation engine, my friends. Get in. Now, they picked up 2 yellows in the midfield and their striker. We still only got 2 shots on target. But it was really on target. Really, really on target. Pings it away. I've done nothing with set pieces. That's lovely. Zardes with the flick onto Gio Reyna instead of just like standing there. Oh, I'm like, are we gonna fall in love with this match engine, my friends? Or the animation? Musa again. Oh, it's blocked. Conrad De La Fuente chips it across. Zardes tries to doink it down, but it's a penalty. I have no idea who our penalty takers are. Ooh, yeah, that's fine. That's fine. That's Paul Areola, right? Let's just, is he finishing composure? Yeah. Let's give it to Paul instead of Eunice, who's only got a 10 on finishing. Although, I was gonna say, although his long shot, but no, his long shot was a long shot. It wasn't a finish. It was bang. Areola slots it home. 2-0 before the half. Easy peasy lemon squeezy, my friends. Cheers to that. Paul Areola. I actually love Paul Areola. He gets a lot of flack, but that dude, hard-working dude. He's like, ooh, that crowd noise is much too loud. He's like a hard-working, maybe slightly less talented James Milner. Or, like, not as old, obviously. I love players like that. That's like, work their tails off. It is pouring here, but we do not mind. So they have made some changes to the team talk options, right? So it would be helpful if I had reviewed some of the stats in more depth, because like we've dominated possession. I couldn't tell you what the possession is. We're heading the scoreboard, and we certainly deserve to be given how much we created. So I'm pleased. You're doing brilliantly. Keep it going. I think we're doing well, but we can definitely find another gear to take charge of this match. That's what the assistant is recommending. Josh Wolf, don't do me wrong here, son. No one cares. I guess that's first team talk at halftime as a manager with no prior management experience. Maybe that's, you know, maybe that's part of the deal. You boss the midfield. That's awesome. You know you have the ability to make a difference. Go and prove it. Get to end. Okay, they're actually reacting now. That's, you know, positive. We'll take that. We'll take that, lads. Gio, McKinney. Oh, if we can get a third one, we'll be able to start tweaking stuff. Although we do need to look at some tiredness here. And the likes of Musa and Conrad De La Fuente. Again, these guys are coming in. They're not all... Oh, Paul Areola. They're not all coming in as bright green, you know, like they're coming in late. They're coming in with knocks. Like, even some of the players that hadn't played right before, they weren't the bright green. They were kind of like this more duller green that you're seeing here on McKinney. So you do have to take that into consideration, obviously. Paul with a lovely volley. I mean, delicious. Let's with that, my friends, let's make some subs for the first time, see if anything different is happening here. No, doesn't look like it. Well, let's bring Serginho Dest to play winger. What is this, Barcelona? I think we'll do a Sebastian Lletget. Who's the other one? Yunus Musa's looking a little tired. That's fine. That's fine. Where's Roldan? Didn't I bring Roldan? I guess he must not be on the bench. Oh, and Brendan Aaronson's already tired. Yeah, man, I get the pain of being an international manager with 3 games in a window. You start going like, what can I do here? I think I'm just gonna make the one change for right now. Yeah, let's bring on Leggett. That gives us options if we want to slide him back to midfield or something like that. Just get these guys to go a little bit longer. Musa will probably miss in the next game, but that's okay because I was going to go with an Adams, McKinney, and Reyna midfield anyway, so we probably need to take Reyna off and maybe McKinney, right? Guatemala made a substitution. Cool. Musa. Oh, lovely through ball. Oh, it's dirty, lads. All right, I think that's going to be it for this game. Unless something drastic happens, I'll keep recording, but we're going to smash them. Let's go on to the next games. So as predicted, my friends, it ends 4-1, 29 shots, 10 on target, 56% possession. So not exactly possession heavy, but as you can see, we did quite the job here. Let's move on to the next game of 3. Also, I had problems with the scouting report for the opposition. You click view full scout report, it takes you to your screen. I don't think that's intentional, but when you click on strengths and weaknesses, it'll actually show that to you. So again, a little wonky. We are heavily favored, like evens odds against Panama away from home, which maybe we should be, but I'm still going to try this cautious 4-3-3, if you will, with Pulisic as that inverted winger on the left. That is his best role, and Weah because of his... I wish I had somebody else on the right, because I'd love to bring Weah in for Pulisic at like the 70th minute, because he's got incredible pace and acceleration. McKinney, Reyna, Adams as that midfield trio with Robinson and Brooks back. Miles Robinson, the other Robinson in the Usmnt national team, holding down that center back spot. Serginho Dest comes in. Zach Steffen. I've done no adjustments to the tactics. I've just done fluid counterattack. Let's see how it goes. All right, here we come. Any new fancy graphics or anything? Okay, the background there looked okay. There was a brick building. There's no corner in the stadium. From a standpoint, you'd think there would be, but honestly, if you asked me to describe Panama's actual stadium right now, I wouldn't be able to do it. So, fair play. Reyna, okay, easy, good tackle, clear, okay. You'll notice that Darlington Nagme is on the bench, who has essentially said the U.S. Soccer Federation, go fly a kite. But in our FM22 world, he's here. So Owen Otasoe, Brendan Aronson, Christian Roldan, Sebastian Leggett, Matthew Hoppe, Ricardo Pepe, all are on the bench, as is Cameron Carter-Vickers. Again, I'm not saying these are the players that should be on the bench in reality, but in the game, it's judging them based off their ability and form and stuff like that, and they deserve a spot. They're one of 50 players that deserve a spot, and then I rotated a bit. How about that? That's a weird thing to say. Carmago. To the inline, a little cutback, blocked, nice. Don't give up a pen. Oh, dearie me. Anthony Robinson gets beat by Waterman. He's a water man. 1-0, down early in the 29th minute. Let's watch the highlight here. Oh, I need to change the highlight settings to do behind the goal. That's what I typically do here. I mean, he just beats him. He just beats him. That's fair play. Fair play. Let's go back and do behind the goal. Just to get a little, just to mix it up just a little bit. Now, again, we're playing cautious. I've not done anything else. I'm gonna demand more. See how it goes. Some reaction, but we're playing quite poorly. So maybe we should just go back to gegenpressing. Is that what you're telling me, FM? Is that what you're telling me? Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Another attack. Close down Brooks. Oh, he doesn't get to it. Oh, dearie me. Des got beat at the back post again. Again, no corner in the stadiums. That's got to be a simple thing to improve, doesn't it? The backgrounds, just saying. Nope. Point finger. You don't look like the team that wants to win. I think we're gonna have to go a tad bit more aggressive. Let's go make some tweaks. I think the simplest thing to do in this situation is to go attacking in a 4-2-3-1. Get more of like your desk going forward. I do have Robinson on overlap. That is the one thing I did change. I forgot to show that last game. I did add this to give a little bit more support here with Pulisic cutting in. I don't think we make any substitutions at this point. We've yelled at the team. Some of them have reacted. Let's go see if we make the difference here. I'm having flashbacks to what happened in reality, losing 1-0 on the road to Panama. Disgusting, lads. Reyna's on a 6.2. He might actually just be tired, right? He went almost the full distance. Pulisic pings it in. Jordan Sabatu or Pefok. P-Folk. It's what he uses on the back of his jersey. Family name situation. Lovely stuff there. Highlight from behind the goal. Pings it in. Beats his man. Lovely animations. Again, I couldn't tell you if that specific animation is any different, but we'll take it. Gio Reyna's on a 6.2, and Anthony Robinson is absolutely knackered, my friends. Now, do we bring in a Tim Ream, or do we switch Des to that side and bring in Shaq Moore? I think we do. I think we bring in Tim Ream. Get that stability, that veteran in the back line, and then, changes here. We could bring on Aronson again. We could bring on Nagby, roll Don. We could slide Pulisic over. We do that, though. We don't really have anybody not curling on the pitch except maybe Nagby. I just don't trust Nagby right now. So it's going to be Brendan Aronson again. And we're going to hope that Tyler Adams can get the job done. Set piece. Tim Weah, what's he got in his locker? Oh, I thought that was going in. All right, we got 15 minutes left. We're going to make some more changes, I think. Just the one. We're going to slide McKennie to the ball winning midfielder. Roldan comes in because, well, Pulisic and Weah are getting tired and not playing that great, but Weah's fired up and Pulisic's our best player, so at least in the game. He's not played in so long. It just seems like, does he even play for the U.S. men's national team right now? He hasn't, so Gino is on a 6.5 and on a yellow. Shaq Moore can come in. That's our 1, 2, 3, 4. I guess we'll make one more. We'll take John Brooks out and bring on Cameron Carter-Vickers, I guess. It's disappointment, but it's on the road. So again, on the road, if you can draw on the road in CONCACAF, you're fine. It's just, it's not pleasing. 16 shots, 10 on target. Much better second half. Obviously, I think you can see here, yes. We came back. So, you know, should have done better. But it's okay on the road. I mean, if we didn't get the result we wanted, but you all should be happy if we create that many chances more often than not, we'll do well. So more often than not, we'll do well if we're that attacking, creating that many chances. It's early in the cycle. We got to draw on the road. Let's go get a victory at home. We come into the final match day of this window in a 3-way tie on 4 points with Mexico and Costa Rica. Honduras, though, getting 2 draws. We take them on next. Let's go. I'll tell you, having 50 players to select from is too much. I can't handle it. I've gone back to the gegenpressing 4-2-3-1. Daryl DK is going to make his first start for us. Ariola comes back. Reyna as the 10. Pulisic on the left. Musa and McKennie in the midfield. We have brought Cameron Carter-Vickers in with Miles Robinson. Destin Ream. Ream kind of giving that, again, calm veteran presence at the back. That was interesting. It said Tim Ream was making his debut for us today. He has 47 caps. Gonna report that as a bug. But anyway, my friends, let's see if we can go get a result against the 2-draw Honduras in the... I almost said the hex. It's not the hex anymore. It's the Ocho, the octagonal, oh no, Cameron Carter-Vickers with the ball playing defender mistake. They play it right back through. Zach Steffen with a wonderful save. But oh dearie me, Cameron Carter-Vickers, his blushes were saved, I believe is the phrase we're going to go with here, my friends. Costa Rica and Mexico up early in their opposition because they've got 7 points. Let's see if we can get going here. There was an interesting social media comment on like the page that shows you the team sheets, like the all white screen with just the names. Said that it's a mistake to start Pulisic. He needs a rest, which fair play because he just played, but he is also our best player, so we're gonna give it a go and see how it goes. So they're playing a 4-4-2. Can we take advantage here? CCV. That's what we call Cameron Carter-Vickers. At least we used to before he kind of disappeared from planet United States men's national team. Reyna to Pulisic. Little 1-2 action there. He goes just wide. Dest was a little complacent. That made me nervous as part of the team talk. We've had 5 shots, not a single one on target. Lovely. Oh, that's just absolutely atrocious from Reyna. It's launched a non-counterattack. Never mind. There wasn't anybody up at the halfway line. Tim Ream collects. Pulisic pings it to nobody. Dest gets the second ball, though. Pings it right back into Paul Ariola with the hat trick in the first game. He earns a penalty because he wants a 4th. He wants a 4th. I didn't even get a chance to select the player. Paul's taking it. He's like, I earned it. Get out of my way. Oh, he slides it under the keeper. That was a little nervy. There was not a lot of pace on that ball, but we are not complaining, my friends. Up early in the 20th minute, 1-0, Paul Arriola. Keeper goes the correct way, but he goes a little high, and he slides it under him like a set-piece taker going under the wall, in a way. We come right back. Sorry, I had to pause that real quick because the sound is so loud. Reyna. Chef's kiss. Chef's kiss, my friends. 2-0. That's 2 goals in 3 minutes. Yeah, that's what the commentary said. Get that. I'm a professional content creator. Oh, that's so good. That's so good. Oh, that makes me feel a lot better. That makes me feel a lot better. We might be able to rotate some players out here. We're not going to get ahead of ourselves. That's what I was talking about when it said the board won't expect you to qualify for the 3rd round. Now my question is that because we took over technically mid-cycle? We didn't do all the friendlies leading up to this. So it's whenever in FM, the official World Cup qualifying season starts, is that why that might be happening? Is we don't have further expectations of you? Or is it a bug? Well, I guess we'll have to find out. I may report that as well to say, this is what it said. That seems a bit off. Christian down the wing, as he likes to do. Steps on it, pulls it back. Oh, that's good. Animations, my friends. I'm watching people's feet because the animation thing they showed off was all that dribbling. Reyna, Musa. We got any movement? Nobody's moving on the front line. Sounds familiar. Serginho Dest, though, gets forward, cuts it back. Oh, I'm loving a cutback. Paul Arriola dribbles into trouble and tries to find Dest. Dest picks up the pieces. No! Gosh, it almost... So that's supposed to be one of the big changes, is if they dribble into trouble, instead of just pinging it off hopelessly for into the side netting, they're supposed to pull it back and look for a teammate, which is what happened there. But also, then the defender anticipated that and intercepted it, which was also good. So that's interesting. Interesting changes here. And why would you cut away mid-highlight, director? Why would you do that to us? I don't think at this point we're taking anybody off. 2-0 is still not enough. Daryl DK off of the bar. Might have been deflected. Musa collects. Arriola. Oh. Miles Robinson, DK! Oh, second bite of the cherry. It is a lot. This could be, there's that FM22 or a new FM beta, pizzazz. There's a goal. Now we're feeling a little more comfortable. Where you're I think that's new because you're just excited because it's a new game, but it might not be new. But it does look a little bit more fluid. Where you're I feel like I'm actually watching more of a game, and I feel like I said that last FM. So that's freaking exciting. Get in. 3-0, headed into halftime. A penalty, a set piece, and then a back post header. Ball over the top, though. They split the defense. Zach Steffen is there. Get out of here, he says. Get out of here! Would you heavily rotate at halftime? I might. I might take McKinney and Pulisic off. Let's put it that way. Reyna is bossing, though. 8.8. So McKinney's on a 6.7. Pulisic's doing all right. We might leave him in a little bit longer. We've created loads, and the scoreboard reflects that. I'm loving the new team talks. More relevant to what's happening. 21 shots. That makes sense. The other one was about the number of shots we'd have. Yes. Give me some context, FM. Thank you. CCV. Just straight volleys that to Ream lightly. Christian Pulisic. Going on a run. There he goes. Oh, creates all that space for the aging Tim Ream to get forward, who's been sold to Nimes in Ligue 2. He's no longer with Full America, which is honestly kind of disappointing, not going to lie. I think Pulisic's going to come out because I'm worried about him, ripping a knee or something like that. Okay. This is the gegenpressing system, my friends. Yeah, you see how nice it is? We must just be knackered, where we're I can't gegenpress, boys. I'm out. We're lightly jogging. There's some pressure. Pressure leads to DK getting the ball. Oh, he hits the post. Christian Pulisic. What a way. We're gonna take care of that right now. What a way to get your goal, but I don't think he's really complaining. We'll bring De La Fuente back in. That makes sense to me. We're gonna take Reyna off to bring on again Brendan Aronson to give him some more game time there. And Weston McKennie is gonna come off, I think, for Owen Otasoy. Can he play ball? Yes. Yes. Oh, hello. Why didn't you take me back to this screen? Sure. He's complacent, but we'll give him a run out, see how it goes. Triple subbage. They all line up on the sideline there. Let's go. I think from this point on, my friends, I'll let you know if anything crazy happens, but I'm going to stop recording this just for the sake of time. And yeah. All right, my friends, so it finishes 4-0, 26 shots, 13 on target. We brought in De La Fuente, 6.4, Brennan Aronson, 6.6, Roldan, 6.6, Onosoy, 6.7, and Shaq Moore because Dest was on a yellow card. He's 1 yellow card away from suspension. But we'll be positive. Let's go take a look here because I just got a comment from Old Lady Plays. I'm recording this the day that episode 1 of this series came out. Let me go check something. Oh dear, I didn't notice this. So this is definitely a bug. So Old Lady Plays is a content creator. She's Canadian. Or she lives in Canada, and Canada is in the Ocho, but in this world, Haiti is in the Ocho, so they need to update that, and I will report that as a bug, my friends. But this is how the Ocho is going to line up for us. We're currently tied on 7 points again, so Mexico and Costa Rica also beating their opposition, but pretty tasty little lead. Jamaica doing much better than expected. Of course, in this world, there's not, flight restrictions and Premier League clubs saying you can't fly in and all that types of stuff. Yeah, for example, Michael Antonio played. He's got a goal, right? So that is something that didn't happen in the past 2 windows because, West Ham was like, yeah, you're not flying to CONCACAF. All right, my friends, that's where we're going to end today. Let me know what you think about doing this type of an episode where I kind of am trying to splice in 3 games in a window into 1 episode, because I think I'll do that next time with Haiti, Mexico, and Costa Rica, although we will unless something shocking just happens, we'll probably just skip the Haiti game. Like, we should win that game, and then Mexico and Costa Rica, we might just do the traditional double header, because Haiti has -6 goal difference and 1 point thus far in the Ocho. That to me makes sense. But if you've enjoyed this, please hit that like button and subscribe if you're new. Again, my goal this year is to get to 10,000 subscribers. I'm currently sitting about 6,000. And if you're wanting to enjoy playing FM22 in the beta like we are, again, that link is in the description below where you get 19% off. Or if you want to support the channel, patreon.com/grayhairgaming, or become a YouTube member, or just share this with a friend. That really does help in the algorithm with YouTube. We'll see you tomorrow for episode 3. Mexico to Costa Rica. I gotta figure out playing defensively. Weakness as a content creator, playing defensively. Let's go.